Welcome back to Character Select. Dave, Kylen, and, for the first time in this series,
DCL.
Oh,
Special guest star, DCL.
Who was supposed to be here the whole time, but it just didn't work out properly. But we have finally figured out the fucking ways of deactivating the nuke on Metal Gear, which is to use the key, then freeze the key and use it, then heat the key and use it.
Oh yeah, the key sequence. I literally came in at the best part of the game, which is the political way of saying the absolute worst.
The political way. Oh my god.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
That's basically it.
So I'm actually glad I didn't have to sit through that drudgery and try to figure out things to talk about, because yeah, this takes the longest part of the game. So I feel like I've missed a lot, and it's been a while since I played Metal Gear, so I only tenuously remember most of the crazy shit that happened.
So we fought a psychic.
Yeah.
Which was fun.
Psychomantis.
We blew up a tank. We killed a guy that had a big-ass Gatling gun, which was fun.
Yep.
I feel like his name is Gatling Raven, and it's not.
No, Vulcan Raven. It's Gatling Crow in Gungeon. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
Oh, right in here, in fact, is where we fought him.
Yep. Wait, this is freeze the key. Okay, we just need to wait here for a while.
Literally the worst. God damn
no,
you, Kojima.
the fucking Foundry is the worst.
Kojima, you beautiful, magnificent madman. I await to see what unchained abomination you'll make with Death Stranding.
Right?
Oh my god.
Reedus, though.
That whole... I watched the whole trailer, and at the end, my jaw was hanging open, and I was just staring dumbfounded at what? I don't know.
Because you see, when they released the gameplay trailer, I'm a little worried, because it felt like a walking simulator, but I know Kojima's too crazy for that.
Yeah.
We haven't seen everything.
No, there's no way that's all there is to it.
Although, if you think about it, PT was basically a walking simulator.
Yeah, but PT was a horror game, you know. You're getting scared along the way, which this might be, but it might be a little too ungrounded. Like, I feel like this game is trying to go for a little horror, and it's successful in freaking out people, at least like in a weird what the fuck way.
Right.
But PT was a lot more grounded in reality, kind of. You know what I mean? Like, the setting is you're a normal guy going through this haunted fucking house. Shit is happening. Rather than you're some crazy delivery man going through an even crazier world.
True.
We'll see.
You're a normal guy, or a Norman Reedus guy.
I enjoyed the descriptor I saw on Reddit for it, which was Norman Reedus and the Funky Fetus.
Yep, the best meme name for it.
Oh my god. I never had the opportunity to play PT, because by the time I even realized it was a thing, it was already off the PlayStation Store.
Because Konami is the worst.
Yeah, but I mean, that's something that we've been talking about for 2 games now. 3 games now.
See, I missed the Konami hate train. I'm just going to have to beat that dead horse behind the scenes on my own time.
Well, let me put it this way. Konami is really terrible about canceling games that people want, but people wanted those games because they were amazing at the time.
Yeah, but they weren't amazing because any of the Konami executives were involved.
True.
They just hired the right people.
Yeah.
And then they fired them later because they're idiots.
Yep. Welcome to Loading Screens, the game.
The movie, the anime.
Metal Gear is an anime. It's too crazy to not
It totally is. It totally is.
I would like to once again point out that we killed a fucking psychic.
And a cyborg ninja. Wait, you fought him in a bare-handed fisticuffs.
Yes.
I'd like to point out that to fight the psychic, we had to literally metagame. By changing the controller settings, which is just the dumbest shit, but also kind of brilliant.
Right?
Most
it's
awesome
like,
shit, my friend.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of, but at the same time, this is amazing and I love it and I want more.
It was kind of cool, yeah.
I will not suffer insults to the brilliance that is Hideo Kojima, our Lord and Savior. Praise be his name.
Yeah, you're sitting with the wrong dude then.
Don't shoot me.
I love the Metal Gear series and I love every game. There we go. For some reason, I thought this was going to be a no alert run.
Okay, so here's the thing that you missed, DCL. The very first screen where you swim up on the loading dock, I got detected there.
God.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's a fucking tradition, all right?
So if you guys want to know my devotion to Metal Gear, even the 5th game, which was the hardest to fucking speedrun because of all the loading and waiting.
Okay.
I've speedrun all the games. I've gotten big boss ranks in like all of them. I'm fucking a fanatic for this game. It's been years, but I used to be pretty boss at these things, so my expectations for Dave are high and have already been shattered.
So
I mean, your expectations were shattered when we started playing Metal Gear 1.
How exactly do you speedrun a game where the talking takes up most of it?
Oh, you can skip the talking.
You rather skip cutscenes, and if you can't, you just wait.
You're like, this is a good time to go to the bathroom, so I don't have to pause it later.
Pretty much. The AI is always really fun to abuse in these games because I think my favorite thing about speedrunning stealth games is figuring out how exactly to break the AI and where.
Yep.
Like, that's a lot of speedrunning, but I always have the most fun with speedrunning in Metal Gear Solid games. If you want to see really fun abuse of AI, there used to be this series of videos by a Japanese YouTuber for Metal Gear Solid 3 where it was just him abusing and trolling the AI in the most hilarious ways.
Oh my god, Metal Gear Solid 3 is basically abuse the AI the game.
I know, but it's like the way he set it up, it was like actual gags. I wish I could remember this guy's name because his videos are hilarious. I'm about to go on my second monitor try to see if I can't figure out who this guy was. I'm literally typing it in GS3 AI abuse. And I found it!
Oh, jeez. That was quick.
It got 1 million views, and it was 8 years ago. Literally the top thing. If you type in Metal Gear Solid 3 AI abuse, the title isn't even in English. That's just how much they know.
That's awesome. Oh shit. Oh god. Oh my head.
Yeah, if you guys want to see what I'm talking about, type in what I did, MGS3 AI abuse. And it's send
me a link and I'll make sure that it goes up in the channel description or the episode description.
All right.
Yeah. But I mean, the fun thing about any game is figuring out ways to, well, not necessarily of any game, but of a lot of games is just being like, hey, how can I make this game as ridiculous as possible?
But you see, the thing that Kojima does is the reason why Breath of the Wild, or part of the reason why Breath of the Wild is such a good game. Because with Breath of the Wild, people are still playing it today and finding out little quirks and details of the world and system that you normally don't think about because normally games don't work like that. Because normally there's not so much attention to detail. But there always is in Kojima games.
Oh yeah.
Which is why abusing the eye is so fun because there's so many ways you can.
Well,
shooting their limbs.
The thing about Kojima games is that he tries so hard to make everything realistic, but guess what happens in real life? People are dumb.
I mean, people also don't have, like, to spoil some of the few things later, magnetic luck, cyborg ninjas. Like, this game, the game gets crazy, but he puts a lot of attention to detail. How the guards work and how you can interact.
Well, you also have to remember that the first game had us facing off against the shotgunner, and the second game had us facing off against the NASA's space ninja dude.
Look,
so,
NASA
I mean, the game
Space
started
CQC,
fucking crazy.
NASA CQC was the holy hallmark of martial prowess, and humanity has not taught it since. Alright? But yeah.
Gotta save us from the space babies.
And MGS3 had the second most detailed
wave a call.
To its combat.
Snake, it's about Naomi.
Oh yeah,
Hunter.
this bastard.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it. Turn your monitor off. Okay, it's
Dave?
off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Didn't you hear this call already?
No, not yet.
Want the Colonel to hear.
No.
This is the third one.
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon. Yeah?
Yeah.
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
Because that's totally a thing the Defense Intelligence Agency does.
Have you ever heard of something called Fox Dye? No. Fox Dye. Liquid and the others were talking about it. Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but... What are you trying to say? It's too similar. What is? The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, I mean, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah.
Heart attack?
Well, apparently, Fox Dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
Dun dun dun!
You're telling me that Naomi was behind it? Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection? Nanomachines. She
Delightful.
was in the best position to have done it.
Nanomachines,
But
son.
don't
I still
know
haven't played
who
that
her
game.
motive was. Does the Colonel know? I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her. Okay, I'll ask him myself. Colonel,
Have we talked
what's
about
new with the Naomi situation?
About
I
what?
just placed
about how
Naomi
most
under
of Snake's
arrest.
dialogue is just
Arrest?
repeating
She was
what's
sending
last
coded
said?
messages
Yep,
towards the
he's
Alaskan
parrot
base.
speak.
I didn't want to believe it.
Love it.
But she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well,
Beatings.
I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything. So it's true, isn't it?
So, sodium pentothal is supposedly a truth serum. It is not.
It is not.
Must be around
It's just a
somewhere.
action movie trope.
I've got
It's
bigger things
it's
to
actually
worry
a,
about.
mild
Snake,
hallucinogenic.
You might be
It makes you
infected too,
drugged.
you know. All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
So shut up, Miller.
Hey, don't you tell Leonardo to shut up.
Oh boy.
The vaccine. Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
I love Snake's dialogue. I love Snake's
Nuclear
voice. I love
missiles.
the voice acting. I love the dialogue. It's so stupid.
Well, we talked about this in a I'm gonna hit a mine, by the way. Yep. There we go. Nope, that was okay. Never mind. Guess not. That we talked about that in a previous episode when I told Kylen that, according to David Hayter, all of the dialogue for this game was basically recorded in a New York City hotel bathroom.
Yep, that's how we do in the animation biz.
So,
Voice acting business has not been a prestigious voice. Not
I mean,
been a
well,
prestige.
this is before they started doing it like properly. But when they did the Twin Snakes, they had to re-record all the dialogue because the better audio quality of the GameCube, which is a weird thing to say,
Yep.
meant that they couldn't use any of the dialogue from the PS1 game because the compression was too good.
I mean, even today, voice acting is still barely like a quote-unquote legitimate business, at least in the way that it's seen. And
I mean,
funded.
you're cutting in and out there, DCL. Try maybe turning down your voice level trigger, your audio
weird.
trigger.
That's.
There we go.
Yeah, but voice acting was barely considered a legitimate business by the people who had to fund it. So
True.
a lot of the times, conditions
Oh, God.
would be
I'm
absolute
dead.
ass. Just
Oh,
as ass
God,
as Dave's
Dave.
play.
How far back are you gonna go?
Just to the beginning of the room.
Oh, okay.
Like, as you just saw, imagine being a voice actor.
I really wanted that ration that I already had maximum rations for, alright? Jesus. So now that we're in the foundry, this is like the hottest place in the whole area. How do I fucking get that? Is that a trap?
No, it leads along on the wall.
Oh god. I'm gonna die.
You got it.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
Just use them dual shocks.
I'd love to use the DualShock, but it's not fucking a thing.
Was it not a thing back in the PS2 days?
Not
Nope.
in the PS1 days.
This is
Oh, you're
PS1,
right,
man.
this is
Because
PS1.
this game was designed for the regular PlayStation controller, which did not have DualShock sticks.
I'm pretty sure you can get dual shock sticks working.
Oh no, you could, but the game was released before that was a common thing, so they didn't
Oh, so
design the game.
you're not playing a re-release where they've
What?
like implemented that. I'm pretty sure there's been ports that have implemented that.
I mean, I'm playing like you can tell because I'm not moving in just 8 directions that I'm using the analog stick, but I mean I could be using the D-pad, which is just those. But I mean, when this game came out, the DualShock controller wasn't a thing. They added support for it, but they didn't allow you to sneak. Like, this is my slowest walking speed. And in fact, there's a discussion about it if you talk to Miller about it. Hey, it's red. Sweet, we're done. Let's go deactivate a nuke.
Man, I just realized how late I'm coming into this actually.
You're still cutting in and out, DCL. I don't know why.
Really? I don't know. It
Yeah.
might be my internet connection.
Your computer isn't overtaxed, is it?
Now,
No. Yeah, this game came out, I want to say, in 95? Didn't we look that up, Kylen?
I think we determined it was 97.
97, right. And that's the same year that Final Fantasy VII came out, if you can believe that shit.
Yep.
I mean, I do.
And the DualShock controller, I want to say, didn't come out until late 97, 98, or early 98.
Metal Gear Solid was released in 1998. Oh, September 3rd, 1998.
Oh.
But
yeah.
it wouldn't have been... It would have been in development for a lot longer than that, so it wouldn't have been in development with the DualShock, which makes sense.
So it's actually amazing that there's any kind of fucking analog stick
support. Man. That's the only explanation.
Well, I mean, considering the leap between this game and Metal Gear Solid 2 once we get there...
That is the explanation.
Yep.
He is a mad genius who shall not be spoken
and again, this is another thing that we talked about in previous episodes. The sheer level of interactivity that he adds to every single game is insane. It's like, hey, you know that thing you could do in Metal Gear Solid 1? Well, we've improved it, so now you can do this, and this, and this, and this that's based on that. Metal Gear Solid 3, we're gonna add 12 more things. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Who's calling me now? Christ.
Snake, can you hear me?
Oh.
It's Naomi.
What?
Naomi?
But
What the hell?
how?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi. Is what the Colonel says true?
Are you a traitor?
Yes. But
Oh,
not
okay.
everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or even what my parents looked like. I bought all my identification. But my reason for getting into genetics was true.
Because you want to know
Cool.
yourself, right?
That's right. I
Sad
want to know
piano.
where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s. A dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes.
Parrot
Thanks.
speak.
Thanks,
It
Snake.
was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about
She's
that.
super white.
Naomi.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Don't
what
worry
skin
about
color
the past.
exactly?
Fuck you, we've
Isn't it
seen
enough
you
to
in Metal Gear
understand who
Solid
you are
5.
now?
You don't look like you touched
Understand
with
who I
something.
am now. Why should I? No one else
I mean, Metal
tries
Gear
to
Solid
understand
4.
me.
It's ridiculous.
I was alone for
Oh,
so
unless you say she got
long.
her skin color from the
Until I met
English
my big
farmers,
brother.
Oh,
but
maybe,
I mean,
yeah.
And him.
Your big brother.
Yes. Frank Yeager.
oh,
What?
He was a young soldier
remember who that is,
when he picked me up near the Zambezi River.
Kylen?
I was half dead
No.
from starvation, and he shared
Frank
his
Yeager is the
rations
real
with
name
me.
of Gray Fox.
Oh, Gray Fox. Okay, that's what was coming to my head, but I wasn't
Frank
100%.
Yeager.
Also,
The
DCL,
man
you would be
who
super proud of
destroyed was my
Kylen.
brother and
He
my
figured out
only
that
family.
that the cyborg ninja was Gray Fox before the game told
Gray
him.
Fox?
I'm proud of you, son.
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He's my one connection,
To something.
only connection I have to my past.
And he brought you back
And
to
then I
America.
killed him.
No. I
Like
was in
twice.
Mozambique when he came.
Actually, yeah.
Who is he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom.
You're gonna notice a lot
America.
in the Solid series that
Then he and my
everything,
brother
and I
went back
mean
to Africa to continue the war.
everything,
It's connected.
ties back to
happened.
Big Boss.
You
Everything
killed my
ties back to Big
benefactor and
Boss.
sent my brother home a cripple.
Man who
I
wanted the
vowed
country.
revenge and joined Foxhound.
It's just it,
I knew it was my
and it's
best
not a
chance
bad
to
thing
make
because
good.
I mean that's
prayed for the
supposed
day
to be
that
the
I
common
won't.
thread, but it's all gonna
were your
trace back to
prayers
Big Boss
answered?
somehow or another.
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes. That's right. 2
That's
years.
twisted.
You were all I thought about for 2 long years.
Thank you for pointing that out for
Some
me,
kind of
game. I
twisted
appreciate that.
obsession.
You still hate me?
Not exactly.
It's kind of a weird love-hate
Partly wrong
thing.
about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Gray Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother.
So if you remember,
Afterwards,
Kylen,
I
all the
covered
times
up
that she brought
and
up
helped him
that
hide
her
out.
surprise at why Snake was
So
doing
that
things,
Yeah.
it's because she assumed that he was just a
He's come
killer.
here to kill me?
Right.
But when he went and
I
said
don't
that he
think
was going to
so.
save
I
Meryl,
think he just came here to fight
she
you.
was like,
I
wait,
wasn't
that's not
sure
the person
before,
that I
but now I
hate.
think I
Right.
understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox. No. Naomi, tell me something.
Never got over assault from Metal
About
Gear.
Fox die?
Yep.
Fox die is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people.
It's not how retroviruses work.
Macrophages in
Nope,
the
not even a
victim's
little.
body. Fox die contains smart enzymes created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Not how viruses work.
Look,
Nope,
man, fuck
still
your
not.
machines. Do not insult the
They respond
glory that
by
is
becoming
Kojima.
active and using the macrophages to begin creating TNF epsilon. It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die.
That's accurate.
The TNF epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then they cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
So yes.
You mean the heart cells commit suicide?
Parrot speak.
What?
Metal Gear.
You must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead. But
I
can't
do.
Yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Fox die.
Huh? You weren't.
No. You were injected with Fox die as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole truth.
Well, here we go. Sad piano again.
Yep, sad
The
piano.
real thing
You know
I
it's
wanted to
extra
tell
sad
you
when
was-
you get it twice.
Snake,
She's about to get interrupted.
What are you doing?
Ha!
Eek.
Snake!
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox Die was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you
She was about to give away the whole game, dude.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay,
Technically,
Snake?
yes.
Okay, Snake.
So, here's the thing. Everybody assumed that Naomi gave Snake Fox die to kill, the people that had betrayed her.
Right.
But somebody else said to use Fox die and designated the target list.
Right.
Idiots.
So her revenge is completely unrelated to the fact that the DARPA chief and Baker died.
Metal Gear.
Yeah, Metal Gear.
I like how resigned you're like, yeah, this is just
Yeah, this is ridiculous. I mean, so those old thrillers, like the spy thrillers, where it's like, hey, we're going to introduce about 16 different plot threads, and they're all going to be basically ridiculous.
That's Metal Gear
And-
Solid
well,
3.
I mean,
that's
this is-
Metal Gear, but on crack.
It's built on those, the spy
Thrillers.
action movie tropes. That's
Yeah.
what it's based on, and that's fine. Like, it's just the most of those that it could possibly be.
Yes.
All
And then Metal Gear Solid 2 is like, oh, you know how we made Metal Gear Solid 1 really complicated? Fuck you, we're going bigger. Metal Gear Solid 3 is like, this is kind of straightforward. Metal Gear Solid 4 is like, nuh-uh!
They've almost all the tropes except for the fact that Snake is a lady killer. That's the one thing that doesn't happen.
Yeah, his history with women is notoriously weird.
Yeah, I
It's
was gonna
not
say, he
very
doesn't
good
kill
at
them directly, but they certainly have a habit of dying around him. Like,
No, not even
in
that. Not even
massive
that.
numbers.
Like, fucking Meryl is the only love interest he gets if you save her.
Yep.
And spoilers, that doesn't turn out well.
Yep. They break up.
They break up and fucking Meryl marries this weird other guy, Johnny. The guy who's in the prison cell telling you to
Yeah,
shut up.
don't spoil.
I'm sorry,
It's
it's
fine.
too good. I couldn't wait the years for us to finish the Metal Gear game.
Years.
Well, the thing is, right up until the very end of Metal Gear Solid 5, like the last 30 seconds of Metal Gear Solid 5, you're still getting moments where you're like, are you fucking kidding me?
And it ties back and connects to everything else that's happened.
And it's amazing. but it's also really frustrating because you're like, just explain something and let it be, please.
I mean, technically, that's already happened because we know how it ends in Metal Gear Solid. 5 is a prequel for further elaboration.
Yeah,
But
true.
4 is the actual canonical ending.
Yep. Oh, wait, what?
Wait,
no!
what?
It's
No.
not possible!
There's no
We
way it's a
deactivated
betrayal.
the missile!
No, that's not true. That's
impossible!
Thank you, Snake. Now the
Oh, here we
detonation
go. The
code
reveal was
is
closer
Wait,
than I thought
Miller?
it was.
Nothing can stop
I knew he
Metal
sounded
Gear.
way too much like Liquid Snake to be.
You found the key.
He looked up the voice actor to see, and he was like, wait a second, they're the same voice actor? Oh, they must have had a really low budget. And I was like,
Oh god, it's great. It's great.
What are you talking about? We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code.
And that's the thing, because they killed him before they got the code.
Then Ocelot
So they had to
accidentally
use the PAL codes
killed
to
him
activate
during
it.
the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met. What do you mean? Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake. What?
So you sent a whole bunch of people
I
to
thought we
kill
might get the
me to
information from
fucking
you,
motivate
Snake.
me to help
So I
you?
had to
Well, I mean,
Octopus
how else would you motivate him?
as the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the
And
encounter.
the thing is, with the
Thanks to
DARPA chief,
Fox
that's
Tower.
why there's so many weird things that he says. He doesn't call it a rebellion, he calls it a revolution.
Yeah.
He's like, you didn't hear about any other way to deactivate the missile, did you? Did you? Are you sure?
By yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations. are
Just
complete.
listen to his voice for half a second,
The
Snake,
world
you'll get it.
possesses the power of this
Well,
weapon.
digital versus
White House
real,
will have
you know?
no
Well, sure.
choice but to
And he's only heard
surrender
Liquid
the
Snake
Fox
talk
Die
like 3
vaccine.
times.
That is true.
Their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole.
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Kemp,
No shit!
you're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
It's coming from inside the
So
base!
who is it?
Snake.
He just
you've
told
been
you.
Talking to.
Talking to
Me,
Me.
brother.
the only one who I love more than David Hayter is fucking Liquid.
James...
Cam
no,
Clark.
no,
You've
Yeah.
served your purpose.
Cam Clark is
You
amazing.
may die now.
Damn it, Leonardo, you have turned 180 degrees from Master Splinter's teachings.
Alright, next time on Character Select, we're gonna have to deal with this fucking nightmare. So, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. And Kylen,
Yes, Dave.
surprise?
I mean, it's an action thriller. What did you really expect?
Yeah.
I'll
What's up,
tell you
guys?
everything you want to know if you come where I am after I kill you.
And now I'm gonna kill you, by the way.